I'm Giant, and this is the top 10 treehouse of horror segments you want to see in the Simpsons cinematic universe. Number 10, The Wicker The Mist, and Get Out. You can do it all in one segment, and you can also do Get Out with all the Black Simpsons characters, with them all being stuck in the Cookie Mart, needing to get out to help their black friends, because of some people trying to do the Wicker ceremony. Number 9, Humble Actor. You can easily just do Sideshow Bob for this. And if it's in Treehouse of Horror, then you won't undo the character growth Bob had over the years. Number 8, Misery. Helen Lovejoy would kidnap Krusty and Homer because of Homer guest starring on the Krusty Show, because of her thinking Homer and Krusty are better than her husband, and them needing to get away from her and to stop her from keeping them hostage. Number 7, A Freedom Fighter's Simpsons. Since The Simpsons did a whole episode doing Disney as the corporate overlords by cyber terrorists, they could do an alternate universe taken over by Disney, and the Simpsons family are the cyber terrorists trying to free mankind from them being freedom fighters. And it would be a good way for them to make fun of Disney, because that's one of the Simpsons' main things. Number 6, all the Paranormal Activities movies. It would be a good way for The Simpsons to make fun of the horror tropes of rebooting everything in the terrible sequels to them. And Ed Flanders could be Henry Kane. You can even do some Rosemary's Baby in it. And that Kane Coates use Marge and Homer's pregnancy with Bart for an evil ritual they would use to destroy humanity. Number 5, The Labyrinth. Bart and Lisa would get sick and tired of having to watch over Maggie, and then the Goblin King Mo would kidnap her. The other preachers of God and the drunk alcoholics would be the other goblins, and Bart and Lisa would get Maggie back by solving riddles based on some of The Simpsons' best episodes. Number 4, A Paranormal Spoof. Bart would get the ability to see ghosts to help his other family members pass on to the other life and stop an evil lipstick-faced demon and summon evil nuns from coming after them for an occult ceremony. Number 4, It's a Scare. Mr. Burns would do a game show hosted by Krusty based on horror themed. It would be endorsed by Duffman, and you would also have comic book guy there for the horror expert. The Simpsons would get on it to win the prize, and Mr. Burns would even try to use this to kill actual people in your life. You can use it to spoof other horror game shows like Elvira by using Boobarella, and Tales from the Crypt Keeper by making Mr. Burns the real life Crypt Keeper, and use that to explain why him being so old and decrepit. Number 3, Hocus Pocus. You can use Bart, Lisa, and Milhouse for the 3 kids, for the witches, and them needing to stop Witch Marge and her sisters. And in the end, them understanding why Homer still goes trick-or-treating even though he's a grown-up. You can use it to poke fun at Disney and also to explain why Halloween is so important with Treehouse of Horror segments. It can also turn out that Witch Marge is the real Marge with her sisters, and them coming from the town of Springfield, which is their version of Halloween Town. And that they didn't come to eat the kids like the legend said, they just came there to show the kids about witches. And how Homer and Marge went was one of their trips to town. Number 2, Diddly Death. In the first segment, people would be dying in strange accidents around Springfield, and it being because Mr. Burns wants to experience life because of him being the physical embodiment of death. So he makes a deal with Homer's barber. If Homer's barber shows him how to enjoy life, then he would let him live longer. On The Simpsons, death is a running gag, and it would be similar to Devil Flanders. And Mr. Burns was already Dracula. Then in the next Treehouse of Horror segment, it would have Vincent Price spoofing every one of his movies, with them being in a real haunted house, being chased by a wax-disfigured maniac. You can even do some jokes about Grandpa and Mr. Burns liking these movies because of them being so old. Then in the last segment, The Simpsons would end up in an alternate universe where everyone is the opposite of who they really are. We did always see The Simpsons going to a 3D world and into real life, and you could do jokes with the opposite versions of The Simpsons characters as for a different version of the usual Simpsons jokes.
Being social? I do like stabbing.
My demon's my problem.
Number 1, the spoof on John Wick. Ned Flanders was given his dog by one of his dead wives. But Mr. Beans killed the dog just for fun, along with Homer's wife and both of his pets. So both him and Ned Flanders trying to team up to try to kill Mr. Beans. Because Ned used to be a killer until he first met Maud, who turned him into the good person he is. And Homer used to be Mr. Bean's top assassin. Since Mr. Bean doesn't remember Homer, Smithers would be the one to remind him. Mr. Beans could even hire Fat Tony and the other mobsters to help protect him. And since John Wick was a big actor's comeback, to see Homer say, "Hey, I'm guessing, yeah, I'm back," to show how the Simpsons came back to being even better than the original seasons. Do you agree with that touching list?
Oh, okay. Happy Halloween!
Please send me more ideas on our touching list you want me to do.